Travis Terrell. This is a show we do 5 days a week from our studio in St. Louis. Let's live it up. Come on, let's do this thing. Live! Woo! Woo! We're here.
Shall I match your energy? How are we doing this? So we are live. Travis has a bottle of water, and he's down half of it.
God, yes.
There it is.
God, yeah, boy, this feels good.
All right. I don't...
Oh, man. Feels great. Sorry, guys.
Later on today, we'll have Matt Eisman, who's at Funny Bone. He'll be in. We've got Matt Broniger, who's at Helam as well. So a busy day today, all in all. Travis Terrell, Chris Denman here on a Friday. It's an interesting start. We're going to get to the bottom of whatever's going on with old Ocelot McGee over here. And we'll discuss several different things today. Let's first say hello to Chris Gardner. How are you, Chris?
Fuck you too.
Oh, okay. Well, that's interesting. That's one way to start the show.
How are you, Chris? Oh, I'm good. Good morning, gentlemen.
You look good.
You don't.
Oh, thank you.
What's wrong?
I think I'm.
Yeah, let's get to the bottom of this. What's going on?
I think I'm pregnant.
That's, I mean,
Okay.
like, it'd be like an immaculate conception, wouldn't it?
I don't know. If you go to Twitter and say men can't have kids, I bet you get banned.
Yeah, I don't think
maybe just accept what he said.
I don't know if science supports your theory.
Tweet out that men can't have.
To quote,
Tweet out that men can't have children on Twitter. See how that goes.
gender or sex.
Tweet
Those
out.
are two different things.
Tweet out
Okay.
that men can't have children on Twitter.
What'll happen?
I want to see. He'll get banned for life.
Why?
They have
Because
funky rules.
he still doesn't understand why James Woods got banned and OJ
James
has an
Wood.
account.
And don't be mad at me for that. That's fair.
It is fair. I just think your initial reaction was marvelous.
Well, lots to get into, Chris Gardner. Happy to see you. What's happening? Well,
Do it. Do it.
just do it so we don't have
Good
to
morning,
do that.
Walnuts.
Hey, guys.
Yeah. How's everybody doing? You sick? You
it's,
sick? You tired?
That party
You
get
tired
to
of
ya?
us? Oh, did you go to a party last night?
There was a party last night. It was a comedy sweater night at Sophie's.
Comedy sweater. I
Our
like that.
decade-plus friend that came was very disappointed you weren't there.
Oh, I thought Travis was there.
Decade plus?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't like
Our friend Jenna. She brought a crew. She
Hey,
says, "Where's
Jenna.
Trav?" And I said, "You know what? Your guess is as good as mine." She goes, "That's Trav."
Trav wasn't feeling good, boys and girls. Haven't been feeling good since yesterday afternoon.
Why?
Daddy got home, and
Who's daddy?
that would be myself, obviously. As you all know, I gave birth to what this current show is. So I consider myself a daddy.
Boy, I wouldn't be proud of that kid.
Look, man, when you
You're
give birth,
kind of an absentee father.
Yeah, absolutely. Mom's over here.
I would say
Mom needs a spa day
I would
and
say
has gained a bunch of weight.
Still get that? You get that pack of cigarettes yet?
I wasn't an absentee. I was more like a father of the 60s. You know, fathers in the 60s, like they were there, but they just didn't connect with their children.
Yeah,
That's
and then-
kind of what I am.
You never show up on time for us.
Nah. Daddy out grinding.
There's always an excuse.
Daddy out grinding.
What's grinding?
Daddy out here trying to make the
Grinding?
magic.
Grinding?
Daddy out here.
Listening to
look,
Bernie?
Look, make the magic.
What does that mean?
That's what I do. I'm out here. I'm like Santa, I'm like
he's
Santa Claus,
platitudes.
baby.
He's
You're not the
platitudes.
I'm like
magic.
Santa
We are
Claus,
the
man. I
magic.
just go out here and I magic.
He's platitudes guy.
You're
now.
starting to sound like Mizzou's new head football coach.
I make the magic.
You talk Mizzou's new head football coach until Tennessee needs a coach. How will that? Who will he leave Mizzou for? Say
ain't
he's
leaving Mizzou.
moderately
He's not
decent.
leaving Mizzou. That's $4 million a year. 36 years old. SEC job. He's not going anywhere anytime soon.
If they have moderate success, he'll get the next
No,
level
he
up
won't.
job.
No, he won't. He won't.
The question is who will pay him. That's all.
Yeah.
Correct.
but he's not going to leave. I
Who
mean,
will pay him $5 million?
$4 million a year. That's a nice gig to just win 7 games a year. That's a nice gig just to win the 7, 8 games a year.
Yeah, but we're Mizzou.
Every 5 years, all you need, like every 5 years, you just need to be able to compete for an SEC championship. The other 4 years, get a nice recruit here and there. Maybe make a Music City Bowl, Independence Day Bowl. You're good. That's all you want
But
in
you're,
Missouri.
you're starting to
wait.
sound like him.
Independence Day Bowl?
Yeah. Is it
Like,
Independence Day? Yeah. I
Is
think,
it held on an alien ship?
Yeah, I think it's like sponsored by Will Smith and Jeff Goldblum.
Okay, good.
Okay. That's all you need to do, baby. That's
Not the
easy as-
Independence Bowl.
Independence Day. Today we
Bill
celebrate.
Bill Pullman
Bill
kicks
Pullman.
off the game.
Bill Pullman flips the coin.
Mhm.
Everybody knows this.
Yeah.
You know what? That'd be a bomb ass bowl.
It'd be better than what they currently
I'm about to
have.
say it's better than the shit that we have to watch. In fact, I want that to be a thing now going forward. Like, movies do everything for marketing now. I want like films that are coming out that year.
Oh, the Richard Jewell Bowl.
Yes, I want movies to officially inspire. It has to be the same amount of money you're going to spend on marketing anyway, right?
Mm-hmm.
So how cool would that be the Little Women Bowl?
Why not?
Frozen 2
The
Bowl.
Frozen 2 Bowl.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
What else we got? going?
Players get Elsa T-shirts.
There's other movies coming out this weekend besides Frozen 2,
Got Black Christmas.
Richard Jewell Black Christmas.
Black
Bowl.
Christmas Bowl.
What's Knives Out?
Knives Out, Ryan Johnson's latest film. Pretty
Okay.
good. Not bad at all.
Knives Out Bowl.
Knives Out Bowl.
Queen and Slim Bowl.
Queen and
The
Slim.
Queen and Slim Bowl.
Featuring Howard versus Grambling State. That
Be
works.
a good marching band battle at halftime.
That would be enjoyable.
Be very good. I was trying to find what time Richard Jewell would be today.
Yeah, it comes out today, right?
at Chase Park Plaza Cinema.
You gonna check it out?
It's not showing there right as
Oh,
of
that's
yet.
racist as hell. Chase, get your act together. That's
So-
what they get. That's what you get for trying to go to a.
I don't think it's at the Esquire either.
Oh my, that's not woke.
So
Are the liberal elites in St. Louis having their way? They're telling, hey, no, you won't, Clint Eastwood. No, you won't.
I don't know. I don't know the closest one. I guess it might be like one of the. I don't think it was playing. What's the one downtown? MX. MX.
Yeah,
Stadium?
MX here.
I don't think it was there either.
Really?
So I'm like, well, what? Why can't I get this like in the city limits?
Did you see the new promotion they're doing for the film? So now they have Clint Eastwood intertwined and them showing clips from the film, and he's talking to the camera, like this story I've always wanted to tell, and this story is about Richard Jewell, a real hero who saved a life. It was actually very impressive. It was Clint Eastwood getting his Clint Eastwood on.
I don't believe that he's always wanted to tell the story.
That I didn't believe. I did
In
believe.
1978, I
Right.
wanted to tell this story.
I do believe him when he says he did want to celebrate Richard Jewell as
Okay.
being the hero that he is.
No, that's
And I
fine.
think if they led more with that, I think it'll do well in the box office because I think there's been enough controversy created. I think it's also, again, a story that a lot of people truly want to see because it's fairly recent memory, and just based off the documentary we watched a couple weeks ago, I think people are starting to remember how incredibly shitty the FBI and media reacted and treated Richard Jewell.
and how we reacted afterwards.
And
Let's not
afterwards,
forget
like the guy was just gone like the wind
Mm-hmm.
because it was Atlanta. See what I did there? Boy, damn it, man.
Can I say the N-word now?
No, wait, hey, that ain't how the movie works, man. But the fact is,
Gone with the Wind.
I'm curious,
that.
but
How'd your voice do that?
I'm excited though. I think I'm going to see it I don't know if I'll see it this weekend. I don't think I'll see it this weekend, but I'll see it soon.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I might have to wait.
Okay.
I got some stuff going on this weekend.
I as well. Busy weekend for everyone, right?
Are you gonna be able to do it? Feeling the way you are?
I don't know.
What's wrong with
He's
you?
already pepped up.
I-
It's over.
I-
He thought he was going to play one role, and then he kind of had some
oh.
fun talking a little Mizzou.
Or, you can actually try to be professional and try to carry on at least the next 2 hours without being a complete blob on the podcast.
You guys ran me out when I tried to come in.
You literally had blood coming out of your face. You were bleeding from
You
places.
assholes took away my opportunity for greatness. That was going to be my flu game.
Sent Chris home and didn't see him for 4 more days. So you were sick. You were in fact sick?
I mean, I
Took down every IV bag in South City.
I played through hurt knees.
What? Yes, you did, Gardner.
As in
And
what?
not only
you mean,
that-
you mean every morning, like your game is getting out of bed, like
Yeah.
that's your accomplishment.
As constant
And not only
fluid
that, I
continues.
turned it into content immediately.
You did, rightfully so. And I think that's oddly that was
Best
part of
Twitter
your
video.
rehab.
Yeah.
Crystal walks around with about 25 pounds of fluid still in his knee,
Yeah.
unwilling to do anything
It
else.
comes and goes, really. Depends on the day.
I'm gonna play tennis this weekend, man.
We're gonna find out.
Okay.
You still playing tennis?
That's the plan.
He was-
I was in the apartment yesterday.
You were in the office yesterday, going back and forth.
Yeah.
You see him yesterday? He was in the office like
don't think
he was
Chris was
Pete
here for that.
Sampras. The guy was just bouncing back and forth on his knee. He told John that he would kick his ass in tennis. That's how good he was feeling.
I just told Johnny wouldn't come close. To
He said
winning
wouldn't
a
come
set.
close to
Not
winning
even
a
win set,
set.
but wouldn't come close.
And you know, that's saying a lot because John Beebe's a competitive son of a bitch.
Doesn't matter.
And Gardner's like, I don't give a shit. I'm
I
going
can
to kick
see
your
him
ass in
right
tennis.
now and just know all you have to do is pound his backhand and he's got nothing.
Listen to the strategy. You're a diabolical man.
Yeah, you can just
I
tell.
hope there's some 7th grade freaking honors tennis player out on the courts that just shits all over you.
I'd take that.
Yeah.
Plus the guys I'm playing against. This
Pull that
weekend.
quote. Chris Gardner says he'd let a 7th grader shit on him.
I'm now president of the United States.
Oh.
Today was the day I became
It
president.
was the day you became president.
Well,
So yeah,
here we are, guys.
That's where we are.
Trav's gonna fight through it. He's calling himself a pro.
I am a pro. That's what pros do, baby. Let's see.
What do they do?
Let's
What do they do?
Let's see Joe Rogan.
Fake
do it.
sick for 10 seconds.
Let's see Joe Rogan. Let's see Joe Rogan do what I do.
And I don't even want to
Yeah,
hear
let's
it.
see him do what I do. He can't.
He goes for like 3 hours, Travis,
He
doesn't he?
does, yeah, because he's got
4,
14 pounds of weed in
5,
front of him.
Maybe 8 hours. Sometimes he just loses track of time.
It depends on the pedophile or the racist that's currently on his show that day.
Oh wow!
Here we go.
Oh, you're racist? Oh, this is going to be a 4-hour conversation about us dancing around the racial inequalities that have existed in this country for over 60
My
plus years.
favorite
60?
thing. My favorite thing to do
I'm giving him a better window. I'm trying to help him out.
to hear him go off on something he's never even checked the source
Oh,
material
man,
on.
that's like Joe Rogan. He don't check source material, so I feel like if it works for him, it work for me.
That's the truest thing you've said. That's the one thing. That's
Joe
the one
Rogan,
thing.
I'm just trying to. I'm more upset that I also too want to follow that same blueprint, and I want the same amount of success.
Finally, we get to the root
That's.
of it
But I've been
all.
saying that forever. I have no look. If
does
people,
have the
if
coolest
Joe
job in the
Rogan
world.
wants to go out and be average, and people pay him millions of dollars to do that, why else would he want to be better? I want that kind of life.
He's
I want the
elite
kind of
level.
life where I can go out, be as average as possible, and then become a phenom that makes millions of dollars. Who doesn't want that life? You can be average and be president of the United States. You can
Are you
be
about
average
that life?
and be a state representative. You can be average and be a governor. What the world has shown me recently is stop working hard. If you have some level of privilege, it's going to pay off for you in the end, and
Are you-
everything's going to be all
Yeah,
right.
Are you about that life?
I'm very much about that life.
How did you take something very normal and like finally coherent that you said, and then turn it into that attack
Turn it
piece?
to on Joe. I mean, I'm just saying. It's just what life has shown me recently is that the shittier you are as a human being, the more popular you're going to be in
You
society.
just have to say it the right way.
Exactly.
This way.
Yeah.
That way?
Yeah.
Is that what you mean?
It helps, apparently.
Do we have a poll we need to get to?
Pull it up.
We talked a lot about feuds and beefs yesterday.
And believe it
with
or not, coyotes.
Thank you.
Travis's guy, Nick Cannon, getting bodied by my boy Marshall. My longtime muse.
Top 5 rapper of all time.
Top 3, bro.
It's not October. You guys can't do this.
It's top 5 according to Nick Cannon.
It's not that Cannon look.
By the way, is this all just at one work? Eminem have an album coming out?
I've seen the theory on that.
Now, Nick Cannon's diss, I don't know. That would be
I'm still
genius.
waiting for if Eminem comes back like we discussed yesterday with "All I Want for Christmas Is You" and redoes it himself, like samples that and turns that into a diss track. I mean, that's
I think
automatic legend.
That's the only reason why I'm still
That's
somewhat
automatic
interested.
legend.
It's the
That's
only reason
Jordan
why I'm
coming
still-
back to play for the
That's-
Wizards and winning a title.
That's yeah. I mean, that
That's
just
not-
elevates you even more.
I think
And it's there for the taking is the thing. Like it is set up to be done.
that's the only thing that
And I'm
keeps
here
me
for it.
interesting. Yeah, that's the only thing that's
You're here
keeping
for
me
it.
in
You just
tune
wanted to
for
say
it.
you were here for
Yeah.
it.
I'm
There you
trying to
go.
learn
Mm-hmm.
new
He's
phrases.
doing a very good job. And you know what I like, you're naturally including your phrases into your sentences now. Like the other day, you ain't said nothing but a word. It was perfect. You walked
Mhm.
right into it. You knew exactly in that moment when to use it. I'm very impressed.
I need to learn the phrases and the context in which to use them. And I'm just trying to do that.
You do a very good job.
I don't need to be a part of the culture.
No,
I just want you to know I'm aware of the
There it
culture
is.
and I'm here for you.
and by being aware, you're showing respect towards the culture, and I
See?
appreciate that.
See?
You can learn a thing or two from him.
Yeah.
You can learn. Come on,
You
man. With your
could.
little look, that's what's the problem with you young
Come on,
folks.
call me a pussy.
That's what
Come
you
on.
Yeah, call him. Yeah, call him. Yeah, call him.
With proper context, you need to say something. You're like, oh, I enjoyed the flowers on my walk to work. Then I have to do that
And
where
then-
it's just like really just harsh.
Chris just like his eyes squint a little. He looks at me. You pussy, coward. I love when he does that to me. Do you see me smile when he does that?
It was.
I just love that reaction from him.
Gardner. It was a great night last night at Sophie's. It was
How do you
ugly
know?
sweater contest.
There was a
and
contest?
It was
Who
a
won?
contest, and we all did because of the fellowship we had as listeners.
That's good.
And we got an
That's good.
opportunity to. How can you not win?
Who closed
when
out
you
the
have
show?
Buzz Hawaiian Grill?
Yeah.
So I mean, I think that's a win for everybody.
Yeah.
Who closed out the
A
show?
very funny comedian. That's how good they are. I don't even need to say their name. I don't even need to reference their set because that's how everybody know. Everybody who was there know who that person was because that's how funny they were.
I saw. Was Tommy there?
Tommy did a set.
Yeah.
Paid spot.
What?
A lot of time.
Ooh.
Did
gets
he do his,
He gets those guest
Do
spots.
you do a story?
He did.
How was it?
It was good. And of course, he got off stage and told me how horrible he did.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys knew
Apologized,
this.
said he'd never do it again.
I'm technically a co-writer
No.
for
Calm down.
Tommy.
No.
I helped him with that story. I helped him mold it into one of his best sets.
There's a
This is
com-
what I do as a
there's-
mentor.
Look,
There's a comic who will remain 6 feet, formerly church infused and unnamed in this story that's working on like 3 jokes that involve me in
Oh,
a
nice.
10-minute set. Like, hey, take it easy.
Oh boy.
I gotta.
Oh, I know
You can
who-
start getting royalties on this
Yeah,
stuff.
people start using you in jokes. You gotta.
you
Hey,
gotta be
buddy.
like, good thing I'm not a dick.
No, like one joke is fine. If that
We're
motherfucker
going-
doing
we're
3
going
jokes, he
3.
doing 3 jokes?
Nah, yeah,
I ain't
there's
gonna.
2 or 3.
I
yeah.
think you were within
They're
your
pretty
right.
funny.
But I will say this: you're within your right to slap the shit out of him.
While
You need to understand
while
the
they're-
situation here, Travis.
while they're 6 feet tall, they would not need to be. Oh no.
Do I know this person?
Yeah, you do.
Who is this person? They a woman?
Do the math, dummy.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe.
Okay, I don't. I'm out of the loop. Out of the
But
loop.
you're not.
So
Out of the loop.
this is what happens when you just go.
I'm
You
going.
just go.
I'm going, man. I'm
I
going
can
through.
see that.
I'm
and
going,
I'm-
man. Did you hear about this?
No, hold on.
no,
No,
can't
no,
do
no,
that?
no,
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 can't do
no,
that?
no, no,
Okay.
no, no,
Can't
no.
segue out of it, huh?
So who else
Stuck in it.
performed?
Don't look at- hey,
Tommy
hey.
Moslander.
Yeah.
He performed. There were women comedians.
Yeah.
There were male comedians.
Oh.
It was comedians.
Who won the sweater contest?
Come on, man.
That's fair. That deserves an answer.
Who was it?
The head thing deserves an
I
answer.
can't pronounce their name. It's on the tip of my tongue.
Okay.
But they won and they were happy and they appreciated
So there
it.
was a contest?
Yeah.
Yeah, we had the crowd was pretty the same on all of them. So 3 people got prizes. It
Oh.
was a real participation.
Did you have a
trophy effort.
particular favorite?
I did. I enjoyed. There was one that said "Just chill out." That was good.
That was good.
fun.
That's pretty funny. 'Cause it's like snow.
it was
'cause
like
you gotta be
Santa.
cold and chill.
We had Lisa wore a onesie that had some funny stuff on it. Our friend Teresa wore a full-on reindeer onesie. Shout out to Young Professionals Gateway Pet
Did she have
Guardians.
antlers?
It did.
Oh.
Yeah, that was a good one. And then a woman who's an art curator down the street wore just a whole crazy llama sweater.
Oh.
Said "Fa la 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 llama." That was pretty
Oh,
good.
that's cute. That
Shout
is
out to
cute.
Vanessa.
That is
Yeah.
good. That is cute.
She's very
That is
cool.
very adorable. That is very
good.
cute.
It's real good.
That is good. That's well worth the price of admission
Yeah,
right there.
she's cool. There were a lot of good ones. It was good. Oh, my favorite, far and away, Eric, who bartends. He was like a Christmas Victoria's Secret angel. It was wonderful.
Oh.
Had the whole-
are you
had
going?
wings and
Oh, I'm
everything.
going. Oh,
It
he had
was awesome.
wings. Was he in
Yeah.
the lingerie?
No, but we just said that because he's tall drink of water,
Yeah,
looking good over there.
it's great eyes.
Fallen angel.
That's right. And he had big gay Santa behind the bar with him. He had a large pink Santa. It's his,
Really?
yeah, he was proud of that.
Look
That's
at that.
funny.
Look at that. Look at Santa being progressive.
Uh-huh.
Go ahead, Santa. You know, Santa didn't used to give gifts to gays.
Tom
Oh,
Brown.
he did?
Yeah, he was. But he has evolved.
Tell us
his-
about the history of
Santa has
Claus.
evolved into this position when it comes to homosexuality. There was a thing. There was a big thing in the North Pole for a long time, where Santa was like, I don't know about that. But Santa naturally evolved. He's not one of those.
Slave labor is still an issue.
That's a whole other topic. One topic at a time with Santa.
Yeah.
We still got to talk about him not coming to the hood when I was a kid, because I didn't get a lot of toys. I guess you could say I didn't get any as a kid growing up. I just naturally assumed because I lived in the hood. That's why Santa never took the
Did
time
your
to
parents
stuff.
tell you that he just doesn't visit there?
My parents told me some things about Santa that was surprising. He was a former Klan member.
Okay.
Oh. So he has changed over the years. Then,
If I
is
want to
what we're saying.
understand it, yeah.
Yeah. Not necessarily maybe the best person in his past.
I wouldn't say Santa is.
It's kind of like Larry Bird. We've learned about Larry Bird. How you know,
Yeah.
maybe he's changed over the years.
I would say like Santa's like Mike Pence.
He's at that level right now.
Yeah, I think that's where Santa is
Well,
right
that's
now.
not the best.
That's not.
But maybe there's room for growth still.
Potentially.
If I mean,
Certainly.
there's room for growth if you're just going to keep going and doing. I mean, as long as there's time, there's room.
Very true.
It's a matter of you want to put the effort into it or not.
Santa's a lazy son of a bitch. I'll say that.
I mean, everyone else is doing his work.
Well, damn right.
And then one day, hey, yeah, I'll go take all the praise and glory.
Isn't it weird though? Like Amazon is officially like Santa's workshop. It's almost like he took the actual. Oh wait, so Santa has
You can get anything?
people and they can make everything and ship it everywhere,
We
and
even
I
got-
really don't have to pay them.
We even got pharmaceuticals now.
Oh, brilliant.
Tom Brown asking if who we're talking about is becoming the St. Louis comedy Taylor Swift.
Oh, that's funny. I
Yeah,
like
it took
that.
you a second too. I looked at it. I was like, "What do you?" Oh,
I like that.
Hey.
That actually would work. I would love to see a comedian do that. I would. That's actually pretty. Just date people so you can mine for material.
Oh, man.
I would love that.
that'd
That'd be such a great. That's not bad. That's pretty funny.
Not at all.
That's
That's
really
that's
good.
a live wire.
That is
too.
a live. That is.
Because then you start distorting reality for the comedy
I
sake,
mean, not to
and then
be
people just start taking it all serious.
Well, the
and it's
girls we like to, guys we like to f, they've made a nice little run with their pod based on their previous relationships, and they're comedians as well, so they've turned that into a very lucrative enterprise. So why wouldn't a stand-up comedian strongly consider doing something like that? So yeah, that makes a ton of sense.
All
All right, sure, yeah, all right, let's start dating some strippers. Give me some
Thurman.
good
Thurman
material.
says Deadman looks like Kevin Smith on Slim Fast. That's Marcus Hennessy.
right. Deadman?
Yeah,
I was like, call you dead man, like you Undertaker.
the Dead Man.
Now speaking of Undertaker,
We still
Did we
need
get the
to-
poll?
No, we didn't.
Okay.
We still have to do the
Who
poll.
bodied?
okay, I
who?
was just curious. The Secret Santa box is on our table. I've been looking
Oh, they
at it
can't
now.
see it on the camera.
Yeah,
I
they can't
think.
see it on the camera. Do something magical. You go to an ad, read a live read. I'll grab the box into our frame, and it'll look like we're about
Travis,
to do
I don't
something that's
know
important.
why you think you can tell me to tell everybody about St. Louis Counseling Services. They're wonderful
That's not the right
facilities
one, but
big.
we'll go.
throughout St. Louis. Damn it. Throughout St. Louis.
Any other one would have
Yeah,
worked.
literally any other one. Throughout St. Louis Counseling Services is here to help you. Make sure to drop them a line if you're in charge of outreach at your business or educational facility. They're here to help. That's right, stlouiscounseling.org. Online, check out the podcast Mental Health Matters when you have time as well. What you got there, Trev?
I have a Secret Santa box. Boop, boop, boop.
Mm.
Secret Santa.
Here, let's go to your camera.
All right, okay.
There you go.
Boop, boop, beep. Now, Chris, we are not aware of who sent us this gift. Wink, wink. But let's open it and see what is inside. Dare I read the note? Is there a note? There was a note. Okay, here we go.
You got a note?
All right, we got a note here. All right. Oh, how delightful is this?
Oh, Santa.
Yeah, that's it. Racist son of a bitch.
What?
Merry Christmas. Hope you enjoy this bag of. Oh my God!
Dicks.
Dicks. And I don't mean Richard Nixon's.
You remember, since you were there last night at comedy, there were several cookies in this shape
Oh.
brought to the show.
Oh.
So there we have it. Here we
And
go.
I'm always laughing because our audiences are heavy on women, like
Oh, sweet Jesus.
majority
There's
women,
glitter everywhere.
and it
Oh,
looks
Gardner's
like
gonna kill me.
that's the thing.
Gardner's gonna murder me. Ooh, shit. Gardner's gonna kill me.
You got glitter
Don't
everywhere
tell Gardner.
in my
don't
studio.
tell Gardner about it at all. Nah, man. Ain't got no glitter, man. No, it's just dust. It ain't
Who's
nothing.
cleaning that up?
Huh? What are you talking about, man? Thank you, person who sent us this box.
You got glitter everywhere
I.
in the
Oh
studio.
boy. Oh boy.
Who's cleaning that up? You gonna get that?
The same person who cleans up this entire office. Travis will do it. Don't worry, I do everything around here anyway, guys. Want T-shirts made? I'll make that.
We got
Want me
a
to book guests? I'll do that. Want me to edit our film? I'll do that, huh?
yeah, yes. So we got a bag of dicks
Film.
from a Secret Santa.
Yeah, I don't
wanna
know
try
what-
one?
They do look delicious. What kind of?
Try it.
Can
Bust
I
them
ask?
open.
Can I ask what kind of dicks they are?
All right.
You know when it came out of my mouth.
Don't.
Shit just coming everywhere.
No.
Oh. You gonna try one?
How big are the dicks?
No.
Just put one in your mouth.
Ah!
Come on. Come on.
Seems-
You already got glitter everywhere.
Ah, that seems pretty hard. Ah!
Are you gonna do it or not?
I'm not putting no dick in my mouth.
Okay.
Ah!
You want the melee results?
Yes, please.
Okay. In honor of the Eminem Nick Cannon rap beef, we ask which of these theoretical beefs from a different music genre would you most like to see play out? 17% each for Taylor Swift versus Selena Gomez,
No, that'd be good.
and Branford Marsalis versus Kevin Eubanks.
That's a pretty high number for those guys.
Right.
31% for Christopher Cross versus Michael McDonald.
That actually would be entertaining for everyone.
Mike
And-
McDonald whoop his ass.
The winner with 34%, Jason Usbel against Toby Keith. Usbel versus Keith is the winner in the poll.
Is that because of the political inclinations? of the
Probably,
two?
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that makes it a little more exciting, does it not?
Yeah, it does actually.
A little more,
Yeah.
a little visceral.
Haven't seen Toby Keith in a while. That's a good thing.
Is Toby Keith huge? He a big guy?
He might be.
I think he's.
No,
gotta be
there's a
like football.
Trey.
Did he used to play
There's like
football?
a guy named Trey.
You know
or
what I
something
learned
that's
yesterday?
giant. There's a country
Oh,
singer
yeah,
that's
he's
like,
got a very deep
Yeah,
voice.
he does.
Huge.
Yeah.
Got
Like
gas, yeah, no,
6'7".
he's a
I
I know
Trey
you're
Atkins.
talking- Yeah, that's
Yeah,
it.
Trey-
He's a big boy.
Atkins.
Trace Atkins.
That was a test, you dork.
Damn it.
Yep.
Damn it.
Oh, nice.
All right, Gardner. Yes, I had country music on the speed dial because sometimes they have some decent music.
Yeah.
There, you caught me. You happy now, you son of a bitch?
You knew that. You were listening to 92.3 WIL the other
It
day.
happened
in the
again
car.
the other day. It happened
Oh.
again.
I'm a little nervous for his ball if it comes to blows.
Why is
Toby,
that?
Toby Keith, 6'3", probably.
How tall is Jason?
270. His ball's not tall.
Jason's
He's
got snark like Jim Halpert.
That's
I like,
true.
I like
yeah,
him.
that's right.
I like his snark. He's very aware.
Remember whenever we called him fake woke like
Okay.
a year ago?
I don't think I call him fake woke.
Yeah, there
Was
was
it fake
definitely
woke?
yeah, you're fake woke ass cowboy or something.
I don't think I did that.
Yeah,
if I
you
did,
definitely
can I
did.
apologize?
You
to
probably
Jason?
did whenever we probably mentioned a song like, is it White Man Living in the White Man's World?
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
You probably just got
It was a Make It Racist segment. Billy
Yeah.
Fat Pants probably texted it in.
And
Last
then
of
you
my kind.
said something like that without knowing anything.
Yep.
Shocker.
Trace Adkins, 6'6", 240.
Oh.
He's a handful.
Yeah, Travis knows that.
Yeah, he could have told us that.
I found out Kenny Loggins was 6'4" yesterday.
Yeah, I didn't realize Kenny Loggins was that tall.
I did.
Funny. How many people made fun of him that kind of ran into him and was like, oh, geez.
I had no idea he was 6'4".
Okay, Trace Adkins is like a professional wrestler.
He looks like one, doesn't he?
Jesus.
Tell us more,
boy.
Travis.
Yeah, I think Trace played football too. I think
He had to have.
Where? Where do you play football,
where
Travis?
at?
Oklahoma. No, that was Toby Keith. Toby Keith.
Wait,
Toby Keith
wait,
played college
you
football?
know
I
more.
don't know. I feel like I see him hang out at OU games, so I thought he may have been an alum.
Toby
Trace
Keith?
Atkins, but I feel like I don't know. As it means, I'm a heightus as well. I see a tall white man, I want to know about him, just like Chris.
Uh-huh.
Nothing wrong with that. You gotta know your enemy. I mean, you gotta know how tall they are.
Let's see here.
Louisiana Tech.
For who?
Trace Adkins.
Do you play football there?
Ruston, Louisiana.
D1.
Nice.
I used to be Louisiana Tech in college football video games sometimes.
Yeah,
I was about to ask
their
you that.
uniforms
Yeah.
are really
What
sweet,
do-
weren't
do
they?
you have a fantasy team we could break down too?
I had
That's me.
a couple of nice recruiting classes.
There we go.
They had an offense going around the time I was playing that.
I love
so
the
I
only
wanted to beat 'em.
time that the the only time people care about paying college athletes is when people reminisce about the days of college football from EA Sports.
Ruston, Louisiana.
That was a good time.
Louisiana Tech.
You play Louisiana. You were Louisiana Tech.
I
You
was
did a couple of
Louisiana
recruiting
Tech,
classes
yeah.
at that. Okay. What college
Former voice of the Lady Texters, Bob Ramsey.
team did you? Nice.
Also, the men's Texters, Bob Ramsey, when he nicknamed a certain basketball player the mailman,
Mm,
Carl Malone.
mm.
Bob Ramsey's responsible for that?
Yes.
Is he really?
Yes. And I always give him crap about it, and I always say,
Did
hey,
Karl Malone mention in his Hall of Fame speech?
I don't know. But I always like to give him crap for it because I'll go, yeah, wasn't there a newspaper writer that nicknamed him the mailman? He's like, you son of a bitch.
That's funny.
So I always like to do that to him.
Okay.
Interesting.
Oh,
I
that's
didn't
fun.
know that.
I didn't realize
Did you know
that
this?
either.
Garth Brooks ran track at Oklahoma State.
Really?
I'm serious.
What did he run?
I don't
Would
know.
he throw the javelin?
Garth Brooks has
shot
had a
put?
renaissance
Shot
this
put.
year. It's just been everything's been coming up with Garth Brooks and country this year with him.
Well, he's a
Because he
good-
started the year off in St. Louis for the concert, right? Am I crazy? That happened this year, right?
Toby Keith played
Might have.
semi-pro football.
Oh, okay. Man, what do you say? He's 6'6", 6'7"?
Toby Keith is 6'3".
6'3", okay. All right.
Who would have a better football team? Country musicians or rappers?
Oh,
Who would have a
sad.
better football team?
I mean, you're
Hip-hop
talking.
or
You're
country
talking. You're
music?
talking skill positions versus O line. Come on.
Yeah, you kind of are.
But
And we're
I've-
talking. And for the
I've
most part,
always
it's going to be
heard
O
that
lines
games
from
are
the
won in the
70s.
trenches.
They are. However, you need speed. You need talent on the field. I would take my chances with rappers.
I mean,
I
obviously,
wouldn't have
there's
them
the
play quarterback.
there's
I
the
wouldn't
s-
have them play quarterback.
Thank you.
Rappers can't throw for shit.
There's the cerebralness of
Yeah.
a country music singer running a shotgun offense.
They'll
right?
definitely have the
They're definitely
offensively.
run-
They'll be
well,
more
both.
talented, but I think rappers would have to run the wishbone, and they'll be all right. But they're not going to do a lot of passing.
Four running
Yeah,
backs.
they're definitely having running backs. They're not doing a lot of passing. If they are, it's going to be like screen passes.
Yeah, because Lil Wayne could screw around and be Darren Sproles. You never know.
Yeah, but have you seen the photo of Jay-Z attempting to throw a football?
I've seen, was it 50 Cent throughout the first pitch of
Yeah.
the Mets game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a photo, and I will show you. Actually, Gardner, I will text you a photo because a friend sent me this photo of Jay-Z throwing a football. I'm glad you brought that up.
Can you email it to me?
I can. I will
'Cause
do
then
just
it's
that.
easier to pull up on the
Because it
screen.
is. It's. I'll put it this way: the tweet is pretty funny. It essentially says, "When you skip your childhood to sell drugs." That's why it works. Because Jay-Z obviously didn't spend a ton of time growing up playing the athletics.
Right. He wasn't slinging pigskin.
No, not at all.
We've got a breakdown from the Black Sheep. Ready for this?
Okay.
Don't know the answer, but I will bet one will be described as having discipline and a smart quarterback, and the other will be good athletes, and you can't teach that.
He kind of looks like he throws from the side.
Now, as far as
Submariner?
no, I wouldn't even call it submariner, man. Like, look at this. Look at this.
Oh.
Oh yeah. And you got a few more other rappers.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh,
Yeah,
50.
50 Cent. The 50 Cent one is funny.
Yeah.
The 50 Cent one is good. It's because these guys, like 50, I mean, let's be honest. If 50 walked in the studio right now, at least two of us are shitting their pants.
Big fella. Suge Knight, Russian quarterback Luke Bryan. Marcus Hennessy.
We should do that. We should do a all rap football team versus an all rap country.
Let's do a poll.
Okay.
Who wins in a hypothetical football game? Country music singers or rapper or hip hop artists?
But then we could design it.
Is that
God, I'm looking at 50 Cent throw that baseball, and it's
Yeah,
just
that's not a good.
That's why he's gonna get stuck playing linebacker.
Yeah, 50 would probably be. See, but
If
we
he
want
could catch, he'd have been a fullback.
But we want 50 Cent barking in the quarterback's ear. So, yeah, linebacker may work, but we want 50 on the field simply because of the mind game.
How do I word this?
Which music genre?
Our cheerleaders.
Who wins a hypothetical football game between these two?
Let's say it's a who wins a football game. Everybody knows it's hypothetical. Who wins a football
you
game
angry?
between? I'm just saying. We ain't got to add extra words just to be
he's-
adding unnecessary words. I'm
That's
edited
the
on the
way
fly,
he is,
baby. That's
too.
what I do. International screenwriter, baby. You got to know. Come on. Got to make it snappy.
Can I see your credits before I allow you to edit
Who,
this?
who are you, sir, to ask of my credits?
I'm the fucking producer.
Oh,
that's
that's a
who.
good point. That's a good point. I think about that. Should have thought that
See,
one through.
it really, what I said shouldn't really hold water, but it's the way I said it.
We're going 11 on 11, right?
11 on. I mean, it
Yeah.
just doesn't matter. Football game between country singers, rappers. Who wins?
Is it tackle football or
Tackle football.
Okay. Here's Jay-Z throwing a football.
Hmm.
Kind of comes down low a little bit there.
But my thing is, Jay-Z, where are you going with that? Like, where's that ball going, man?
Maybe that's the
You got
whole idea.
literally like, how is he going to throw the ball? Like, how? Because he clearly doesn't have the point going towards his target. So why are you leaning like that, Jay?
Maybe that is. Maybe he's throwing it into the flat.
Oh, okay. Maybe it's like a little check down. Boom,
Yeah, but
boom.
like everything makes it look like his body's gonna go forward, the arm's gonna come forward, but he's doing like a little Patrick Mahomes where he just kind of then all of a sudden it goes a different direction. It's hard to defend. So there's Jay-Z. Who's this fella?
Oh, there's a rapper from Chicago. I forget his name.
Oh, okay. That looks like it's gonna go straight into the ground.
That is going straight to the ground. And then look at all, like, there's nothing on that back. Like, he's coming
Yeah, the
forward.
weight distribution is not great.
Yeah, it's not it's not perfect at all.
But that looks like that's
But
gonna.
does that
end
have
up-
anything on the?
I mean, this is.
I mean, come on, man. Look at. First of all, look at 50's
Look
back
at the
leg.
hips. Look at the hips.
Look at the back leg. Like, why are you doing that with your feet? Get some weight behind it, bro. Step into your throw, and then look at his stance. Look at where he's planted his foot.
Yeah.
50. That like you're gonna fall over.
Yeah,
But I
that's
would
not
never say
good.
that to 50's face, ever, 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 ever.
You don't have to. He did it on video. You get to see it. It's one of the worst of all time.
Look where the ball is. The ball's already coming out his hand.
Didn't he
It's
hit a
still in the-
cameraman?
Yeah, I think so.
So you are looking for a quarterback. it
Yeah,
seems.
we're definitely gonna need a quarterback now.
Did we figure out a phrasing on the question?
Who wins a football game, rappers or country singers?
There it is, boys and girls.
At We Are Live Radio on Twitter.
I would have said theoretical football game.
Well, then you get yelled at.
I know.
Oh my God, I'm a yell.
Calm down.
I'll yell about Gateway powder coating till I die.
Gateway powder coating. It's fast. It's durable. It's affordable, Chris. Chris, you got something that's rusty in your rusty ass house? Unrustify that shit.
Damn.
Holla at my boys at Gateway Powder Coating.
Mark and the guys?
GPC. Mark and the homies. They take care of your work. They'll shine that bad boy nice. Get it weather protected. You know it's about to be winter.
It is.
I
Yeah.
know. So you're gonna need to make sure your shit ain't rusty. Have you ever had barbecue with rust on top? It ain't good.
No.
Now you don't want that. They'll take care of that. Anything you need, hit up my homies, Gateway Powder Coating. Don't know the website? That's okay. Go to the Google box. Put in Gateway Powder Coat. It'll take you right to the first link at the top of your Google page.
Or you go to gatewaypowdercoat.com.
If you want to get fancy like that,
Unrustify your shit.
I'll rustify your shit.
It's a new catchphrase.
Gateway
It's a
Powder
new
Coat.
slogan.
We've got, here we go. Big Mike letting us know Nick Cannon could play cornerback, and he'd have the nickname Toast.
Oh, that's good.
Black Sheep. Country singers would come out with a huge smile because they have a secret weapon this year. Lil Nas X.
Oh.
Only to find out he doesn't have an athletic bone in his body.
Stanley.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Travis
probably what
rapping.
That is. My
You're like,
freestyle.
oh, here we go.
Oh,
You
shit,
got
about to
him.
be-
Yeah.
You got him.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, if you got a cat and you got a dog, you should do that. Go dog. That's is that your freestyle? Is that are those your bar?
It's when I throw something and run. I'm like, oh
Right.
no.
Yeah.
I like the chance. I like. Okay, there are some tall rappers.
We should do a
So you
battle
got
rap.
look. I like my chances. Look, we got 2 Chainz. 2 Chainz actually went to school and played Division I basketball, but he's a natural athlete, tall guy. 2 Chainz would be probably our number 1 receiver. Out of the backfield, I'm with Chris. You probably got Lil Wayne. You got Nelly.
Nelly was in the longest yard.
Yeah.
That gives him football credit.
I like. Yeah. Oh, I don't know what we do with Kanye.
Have you thought about the line at
Kanye
all,
does
though?
not appear to be athletic.
Yeah, a line we got Bone Crusher. He could be in the line. You got Killer Mike. He could be on the front line.
Eminem could play quarterback.
Eminem.
There's your
will-
quarterback.
Oh, maybe. Yeah.
Turns out Eminem's a running quarterback too.
Yeah, I guess
Whoa,
okay.
whoa, throws everybody off.
I like the rappers' chances. I think the rappers have more talent than people think. Nelly. You think Nelly's gonna be pretty solid? That's a nice little tailback. Little Marshall Faulk in him. Went to U City. You know he got game. Oh yeah. Now country
did-
folks kind of getting nervous, ain't you?
Cardi-
Yeah, I'm thinking about it.
Cardi B, like an Oz Hakeem type. You think she could bust it out?
Cardi B would probably be my punt returner. She'll probably be on special teams. That ass is pretty distracting enough.
Okay, I'm going to look at this article. 10 country music stars who played football.
All right, who we got?
Kenny Chesney.
Chesney. Shit. Chesney play football?
He was a wide receiver in high school.
Oh, white receiver. We got that. We gonna put who we gonna put on him? We'll put Ludacris on him for our corner. I ain't
Just
worried
in
about
high
that.
school.
All right, cool. Ludacris covering this. All right, next. What else you got? Put Luda on the corner. Hey man, Luda, you got the
Really?
Chesney boy.
Willie Nelson tried it back in the day, apparently, and he had a leather helmet.
I mean,
I'm looking at a picture of
Look
it.
at a picture of Willie Nelson, a leather helmet.
I believe
Holy Moses!
he's old, man.
Damn, Willie Nelson! Nah, I ain't know Willie Nelson was that old. Like, I knew Willie Nelson was old, but leather helmet
I'll
old?
try.
Motherfucker, you know how old you got to be? The NFL was 100 years old, bro. They're celebrating 100 years old. They're damn, look. No better spokesperson for weed than Willie Nelson.
Okay, and all right, they got a quarterback,
Uh-oh, who's their quarterback?
Sam Hunt. Sam Hunt
That's a good ass. That's a quarterback name
was
right
probably the closest to pursuing a pro football
there.
career.
That's a pro football name, Sam Hunt.
Better than Mike.
Where you go,
He
Texas?
played for both Middle Tennessee State University
Damn.
and the University of Alabama
He went to Bama?
before he decided to trade in his football for a microphone.
Is he a
Oh,
walk on?
oh, damn, Sam Hunt.
Maybe, I don't know.
Damn. Oh yeah, Sam Hunt's now your leader in the clubhouse.
So country music has a quarterback, that's for sure.
Okay.
Let's see, Cole Swindle. He played a lot of sports. Nothing like that. That Sam Hunt one is pretty good. Obviously, you're going to have Toby Keith. You're going to have Trace Atkins. Garth Brooks. Eric Church is another one.
I feel like Exhibit could have done something back in the day.
They're including Darius Rucker in this article.
Oh, good. Good. I feel like Darius Rucker and Lil Nas X could be very disappointing on the football field.
Quavo from Migos, apparently very talented quarterback that was recruited out of high school chose to turn down the scholarship because he wanted to rap.
Does it say what school?
He went to, it didn't say the schools he turned down. It just says the high school he started quarterback, but he did start at
Sanford
quarterback.
Brown offered him a big scholarship.
The game apparently was a promising quarterback that received a scholarship. Actually, he
Okay.
accepted the scholarship at Washington State.
Okay, so then you
Oh,
got
okay.
a quarterback.
Now you got a quarterback.
So yeah,
There
got
you
my
go.
quarterback. Wale, he apparently
Whale?
as Whale.
I
as
call him Whale.
You called him Whale. Once upon a time, rapper Wale played American football for both Robert Morris University and Virginia State.
Okay.
What position?
It does not say his position. He eventually dropped out of school altogether after a second transfer was held up.
Man,
And
that's
Wale
pretty
went on.
serious.
That's pretty intense. And he went on to be. That's really crazy. These are inspirational stories too. These are people who either decided to just trust themselves, go with their instincts, do something else, and they became successful in that field. J. Cole apparently was big in high school. So, oh, how can I forget him? Oh, I already got my offensive lineman. My left tackle is gonna be Rick Ross. Rick Ross played offensive lineman for Miami Carroll City High School. He then went on to play college football at Albany State in Georgia.
I don't like Rick Ross.
I didn't know Rick Ross did that. Oh, wow. Yeah, so I'm good.
Is he a poser?
Chris thinks he's a poser, but
Thinks.
Chris thinks you're a poser then. Does it really
Knows.
matter? Man, Rick Rose, it's Rick
He
Rose.
took
man.
a famous
Man,
guy's
and he
name.
and you know what? And he made
He
himself.
was a correctional officer that
became-
turned his name into a drug lord.
Rick Ross should be happy because we didn't even know who Rick Ross was until Rick Ross showed up.
Well, what's Rick Ross's real name then?
Oh, Rick Ross, I don't know. Rick
Clarence.
Terry. Home Terry.
I like Terry.
How could I forget?
How do you think Terry and his chair is doing? Did you think he got that really good chair? Did we see a chair? Remember
I think
Terry?
they got him a new chair, but I haven't
Oh,
seen
Terry.
it yet. Yeah.
William Leonard Roberts II.
What's up, Billy?
Oh, so 50 Cent's thing.
Billy Bob.
50 was a badass. He just wasn't. He wasn't good with the.
School.
Yeah. Well, no, he just wasn't good with throwing things. But 50 was a boxer.
I was gonna say he boxed.
He went on to compete in the Junior
Throw
Olympics.
some jabs.
That's interesting. He went on to compete as a Junior Olympic. That's impressive.
He was trying to get Floyd to box him.
Master P, of course. Master P actually signed a contract with the Raptors and the Hornets.
All right, here's that Willie Nelson photo.
Okay.
Oh my.
Oh wow! I want that on a T-shirt in the worst way.
That's amazing.
That is beautiful.
You can see it in the face too.
Oh,
You
wow.
can.
Look at that.
That's so fantastic.
Like I looked at that, I'm like, this isn't real.
See, this is why I can't wait for marijuana to become officially legal across all 50 states. Imagine putting that brand like you do
on your pack of
yeah,
joints.
absolutely. In the same way we did with Newman and his ranch, that could be the look for
with his weed.
marijuana. oh, we got the willies. Oh, we got the willies.
Yeah.
This is a photo.
Got the willies. Look
Actually,
at this.
I need to have this turned into something for my wall.
That would be a sweet ass
This
photo
is
for a wall.
this is a good wall photo because what it
Great
does.
conversation piece.
That's the thing. It creates conversation.
Oh, is that your grandfather? Huh. In a way, he's all of our grandfather.
That's Willie Nelson.
Guys, did we ever? Yes, we did. Do we want to jump into anything? Do you need a smoke break? Gardner?
You want to go into the, you want so
Go
we
ahead,
can
Travis.
No, I was saying, do you want to do the story at the top of the rundown? We don't have to go into in
Yeah,
depth.
yeah,
You
that's
want to
fine,
get
yeah.
that one, so we can at least
Let's
get
do
that
it
one.
now.
So, this story freaked me out, Chris, and I'm so happy Gardner put it at the top of the rundown because I wanted to talk about it quite a bit because it's startling or not surprised. So I don't want to sit up here and be like, oh my heavens, but it is very disturbing, and the story itself I thought was troubling. There was an individual who I won't point fingers at who laughed while reading this story.
One particular.
There was a particular moment that I could understand why he laughed. Man hacks Ring camera in 8-year-old girl's bedroom and taunts her. I'm Santa Claus. I wish it was that innocent. It was not that innocent, Chris. A Tennessee family, by the way, this is a story that you can catch on NBCnews.com. This is Mayon Burke. Tennessee family said someone hacked a Ring security camera set up in their children's bedroom and taunted the 8-year-old daughter. The Lemay family of Memphis said they installed the device to keep an eye on their daughters. A few days later, the family said a stranger had gained access to the device and was talking to the little girl. In the video from the Ring device, the child standing in her room asked, "Who is that?" A man responds, It's her best friend. I'm Santa Claus. Don't you want to be my best friend? Was this the part where you laughed?
Do you want me to answer that?
Because
When he
yes,
said, I'm Santa Claus, I laughed at that part.
the girl terrified screams. Then were she terrified girl screams for her mother after he said
She's
that.
scared of Santa?
Yeah, probably. The hacker also played music for the girl. Apparently, he played the theme from Insidious. That's unnecessary. That's incredibly, very, very dark. I don't know who you are. The girl responds, but apparently the gentleman hacked into the ring, and the woman felt terrible, of course, because the only reason why she put the ring in her room was for added safety and protection of her children. She just wanted something else in the room to make sure the kids were safe. But apparently, this thing is common, where hackers hack into baby monitors, they hack into rings, and apparently this has been happening across the country. Ring told NBC News, "We are investigating the issue and are taking appropriate steps to protect our devices. Based on our investigation, we're able to confirm this incident is in no way related to a breach or compromise of Ring security." The woman said she was also upset.
What do you mean, not a breach?
Well, that's where she came in. She was like, she called the folks at Ring, and she said the customer service representative was more antagonistic in that she kept saying over and over in the call, the customer service rep, you needed to add a second-party verification, or you needed to add this element to your Ring device in order to protect yourself from this. But obviously, it's past that point. You obviously can't go back in time and fix that. And she's talking about now.
Well, how do they? But I don't understand how they say this is not a breach of their security.
And it absolutely is a breach of their security.
I mean, that seems like gaslighting or something in a way. Like, I'd just be like, what do you mean? Why else would I not? Why did I be on the phone with you?
This is even crazier. Listen to this story, similar to what happened to the family in Memphis in January. An Illinois family said a stranger hacked into their Nest home security camera and thermostat. The gentleman
That's
told
kinda funny.
NBC Chicago that he put his 7-month-old son to bed. He heard someone talking to the infant. The hacker also turned the heat up in the room to 90 degrees.
Jesus Christ.
The moment I realized what was happening, panic and confusion set in, and my blood truthfully ran cold. We don't know how long someone was in our Nest account watching us. We don't know how many private conversations they overheard.
And it was the guy who woke up when the thermostat got.
The dad. What's going on?
No, Dad's no thermostats.
Yeah.
Dad's no. Who
Talk
touching my
about
thumb,
a
man? Who
trope
do-
or stereotype.
Yeah, that's very much. That's this shit's. I mean,
But it catches meteors.
yeah, Ring, Nest, all of them figure this shit out. This ain't no, that ain't cool at all. That ain't.
And then, of course, police departments now have agreements with these companies.
No,
Just get
And
your
even
own.
if they're not, they could subpoena.
Yeah, but
I
that
mean,
this
the counties,
this-
and the municipalities, the counties, the cities, they're making agreement. Like,
And
they're
I'm-
basically saying their prosecutors could subpoena this stuff.
and I'm willing to give the creators of Ring and Nest the benefit of the doubt in that I would imagine, obviously, this isn't what they anticipated as far as
Yeah.
the consequences. Now, maybe it's something that someone said at some point. Yeah, we probably want to make sure people can't
If
hack
you
into
have-
this.
If you have vision, you can see where this might go.
True.
And it doesn't take a lot of vision to see the issues that we're going to have.
There are several issues in regards to surveillance and privacy. Obviously, the
Yeah.
hacking part. I'll be honest. I totally forgot. I know there were stories way
Privacy
back when
is-
about tapping into the baby monitors. So
That kind of law is really developing now. And we haven't
True.
found, we're trying to find our way through it now.
I definitely believe. And I just think this is an instance where the hackers are just better than the people we have
Yeah.
to go after them. They're just better. And so that's another thing. I think, though, if you're the FBI and you're a cyber unit, you have to, like, whoever one of these hackers you eventually catch, you deter them and say, all right, look, I ain't paying you shit to keep your ass out of jail.
And once again, Travis
No.
takes a movie to turn it into.
Oh, boy.
Although I guess based on a true story, with Catch Me If You Can. Or did you sit with my mom and watch White Collar the entire series? I mean,
White Collar was so good. Such a good series.
so I guess maybe it'll work, Travis.
Yeah.
Since it has been done, but I mean, let's just admit that you're only using this because you saw Catch Me If You Can.
Yes.
Okay.
But you do need those kind of people in order to catch. You know, we don't. I don't. Like I said, this is. I think the biggest thing that's more concerning about this is that there isn't a SWAT team. There isn't people that can drop down from the ceiling and catch these guys in the act. Like these guys are good. They can hide themselves. They can erase their traces. Like we're just helpless almost at this point. So I can understand where the parents are coming from because even by reaching out to law enforcement, there's only so much law enforcement can do. So your privacy has been invaded. Who knows, like this gentleman said, what information or conversations they've heard from you and how they can use it against you in the future. And I think what
I
hurts
watched you have sex.
a lot of things, and that's the thing that's scary is that, like, man, the kid thing, that's really fucked up. That's beyond the pale. Like to do that to children, a 7-month-old, and turn the temperature up in the room to 90 degrees.
Oh Jesus.
That's yeah. Rain gotta get.
I will say, it's hard for me not to laugh at Santa.
That's the gentleman. I know.
Not saying you want to be my best
NBC
friend.
News left some.
Yeah.
NBC News left some other particular quotes that this gentleman in Memphis said to the little girl.
Like what?
He told the little girl, "Go tell mommy that you're a nigger." This gentleman said that
So
to
are
this
these-
young girl.
Is
Are
that
these-
real?
No, I'm not even making this up.
So is this a 13-year-old doing this?
I don't
You don't know.
I don't know.
That's with
Like,
the 8-year-old?
he told that to the child, the 8-year-old child. This wasn't an NBC story. In the story I had read through a Yahoo News, the gentleman then told the girl, "Go tell your mommy that you're a nigger."
Why would
So
they
he
leave
wanted
that
the
part out?
girl to go say the N-word, so she would probably go get in trouble. So I think he just wanted to see what would happen if he had said that, and she probably would have said something. Well, the man in my room said I can say it, and obviously your mom's gonna be like, "What the?" So I think he was just trying to, obviously, just create hysteria in the house.
Yeah, because if I were, I would have assumed a ghost out of first.
Well, as a kid, is it like your imagination? And I think that's a scary thing in this instance. This little girl clearly knows something's not right. And that's the fucked up thing because she knows something's not right. And here's this guy completely manipulating an 8-year-old. And that's the thing that really is disturbing about a lot of this. Because, I mean, as a parent, you're at home. You're not following your kid around the house while you're at home. They said the dad was in his room. She's 8 years old. Probably goes in and out of her room, plays all the time. So that's even more vulnerable. Imagine being in your own house and you can't even protect your child. Inside your own home. That's terrible. I really hope, this kind of shit right here, this is where you're going to have to start drawing new laws.
I'm just looking for that part in the story.
Yeah.
You said Yahoo?
Yeah, I thought it was the one I sent to you yesterday. But that was the part of the story I was like, all right, you guys are losing your damn. This is insane. I'll look for it maybe during the break. But it was what a disturbing moment for parents. And knowing now that I have a bunch of friends that have little ones now, I know how much they care and they want to do whatever they can to protect their child. And now that technology gives you the benefit of being able to do that, you feel like you're doing everything to protect your child, and it.
Okay, yeah. No, it's in the Washington Post.
Okay.
Over the course of several minutes, the man repeatedly directed a racial slur at Elisa and tried to persuade her to misbehave.
What did he tell her to say? Did I paraphrase correctly?
I only saw the racial slur part. That's in the
Okay.
beginning of the story. I
Okay.
probably have to speak further
Okay.
further into it.
But that's a part of me is, and the reason why I'm having trouble with my words, trying to to even just wrap up this conversation. I wish there was something else to do. Like I feel for these parents, as a person who doesn't even have a kid. Like I feel for these parents because that's getting inside your home. Like we know that it's not easy to protect your child about what goes on in the world, and that is troublesome enough. As a parent,
Yeah.
you know that when your child leaves the house, you do whatever you can to make sure they're all right. But obviously, when they're without, you trust the people around them to look after your child, with school, teachers, daycare. And then when you get home as a parent, I'd imagine you feel safer. They made it back home. I have my kids. I can see them. And then to have someone say they can see your 7-year-old daughter, they can turn up the thermostat on your 7-month-old boy, like that would, the rage that would course through my blood.
The voice begins shouting the N-word at Elisa, who is becoming increasingly confused. Go tell mommy you're, The voice commands Elisa, who is white. Who is that? Elisa can be heard asking.
Oh, look at that shit. That's fucked up.
The
She
voice
doesn't even know what, like,
responds,
he's.
I'm your best friend. You can do whatever you want right now. You can mess up your room. You can break your TV.
That's so disturbing. I think people. I hope they. I wanted that story to end with them finding out who it was. Obviously, they did not, and I don't think you ever will. And that's the part that really. That's some dirty ass shit, man. And here's another thing. It goes back to my point. Hackers, why don't you do some cool shit? How come when you become a hacker, you become an asshole? Why, when you're a hacker, put some money in people's accounts. Pay off a debt or a bill. You hack into a baby monitor to antagonize an 8-year-old? You guys are the worst villains ever. The worst. You have the ability to do some of the most amazing things technologically to actually help lives. And you choose to stalk an 8-year-old. You people are sick. What the fuck? You choose to release people's nudes and antagonize 8-year-olds. At least the people who put the porn on the billboards, the electronic billboards, doing something for the public.
Yeah, that's fair.
The rest of y'all hackers, y'all selfish as hell.
Get your shit together.
Get this shit together. Ain't nothing but a word, Gardner.
Yes, I was going to say it if you did.
Thank you. Chris, that wraps up the 9 o'clock hour. Or
Well, that was
the
the
8 o'clock hour.
8 o'clock hour. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back in just a bit. Don't forget, Matt Eisman, Matt Broniger, going to be in today, both at Funny Bone and Helium, respectively. Quick break. Be right back. Welcome back to the show. We are live at Midcoast Studio in Grand Center. Travis, that's St. Louis, Missouri.
How is it now?
It is. Happy to be here. Hope you guys are too. Happy Friday. We're going to hang out for an hour, and then we got a couple special conversations we're going to have with comedians later on. Real quick, thanks to Tech Electronics for helping us outfit the studio. TechElectronics.com for more information, jobs, careers, and locations throughout the Midwest, even over in Colorado, Travis. So that's exciting. If you missed last hour, we just ended the hour on a very creepy note.
Oh,
Plenty
yeah.
to creep you out about today.
It is Friday the 13th. Nice.
I will say, is it just because whenever there's like a full moon, isn't it like a lot of weird stuff happen? And then you're
Generally speaking.
like seriously, like it actually happens.
No,
right?
yeah, it's on there. Like it's a thing.
But it's also a self-fulfilling prophecy too, where it's like, it's Friday the 13th, something weird's gonna happen, and then there's just gonna be X amount of weird stuff happen anyway.
Yeah.
So then you're just more hyper aware, and oh, it's a mess. Gardner, are you weirded out by Friday the 13th?
No.
I embrace it.
Nope. Nope.
You
Not
love
at
it?
all. Not at all.
Mm.
It's I mean, I don't love it. I think it's just normal.
Okay, you're just there for it.
It's superstitious, and I know some of it goes back to theories on the Knights Templar and things like that, but
Okay.
I don't know about all that.
We are currently, and we're going to probably maybe try to break this bad boy out next week,
What?
but we're all currently coming up with our top moments of the decade. We have categories that we're currently working on. So we're going to have, all of us are going to present, our favorite sports moment of the decade, our favorite political moment, or biggest story of the decade. One thing that we're definitely looking forward to is tweet of the decade.
Yeah.
Tweet of the decade. So we're going to probably reveal that list
We're going to have
sometime next week.
story
Mm-hmm.
of the decade,
Yeah. I have your list here.
song,
All right.
movie,
Okay.
TV show,
Okay.
sports moment,
Yeah.
fashion trend,
Yeah.
and tweet.
Yep.
I think that's the 7 we went with.
That's it.
So that'll be of the decade.
We had a discussion at the end of the show about what's a decade.
Yeah.
Now, Farmer's Almanac says it would technically be 2011 to 2020.
Mm-hmm.
I, of course, protest because the rest of the world agrees with me that it's.
Well, it's more than the Farmer's Almanac, just to be clear.
Oh, okay. I don't want to throw the farmers under the bus. Oops.
Um,
But how about so then?
Here's,
Everybody else who
I'll,
say
I'll make
it's,
it short.
Okay.
I'll explain it very simply.
Okay.
So we use like AD and BC, right?
Okay.
For how we tell time,
Mm-hmm.
going through years, right?
Right.
So there is no 0 AD. You know what I mean?
Okay.
There's no 0 in that. There's a 1. So the 1 starts it and then takes it through the 0 to make it 10 years at the beginning there. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's why they look at it that way. It's simply because of AD and BC, and there's no 0. With there being no 0, to start it all off, to get 10 in there, you have to take it through the next 0.
All right. Joel Shannon of the USA Today actually wrote an article this week about that. A decade is a period of 10 years that isn't disputed, but a glitch in our calendar system creates a problem. If you think decades should begin in years ending with a 0, if you continue the pattern back to 2020 years, you run into a major issue. That's about because there is no year 0
Mm-hmm.
in our
So
calendar
it's that
system.
simple.
And this is a professor of philosophy at UC San Diego who has studied the physics and
San Diego,
experience
you
of
said?
time. Yeah. The lack of a year 0 means the only consistent way to measure decades or centuries or millennia is to start them in years ending in 1. That's the theory presented in explanations of the debate published by the Farmer's Almanac, TimeAndDate.com, and the New York Times, among others.
So should we do this segment or not?
I think we should absolutely do the segment, but my argument is this. While the year may not start at 0, the year happens. That passage of time happens.
Yeah, it starts with 1, though.
But you can't, or we didn't just ignoring?
No, it's just 0 does not exist there.
I only
So how do we measure what took place in year 0?
ask Feist. 1.
Year 0, you're looking at it in a way. Year 0 is 1. That's 1 starts it.
I say yes. I say you begin with 0.
Okay, but it doesn't. So that's the thing.
But why wouldn't something
So it would go
numerical
for, it
begin
would,
with 0?
It would go from 1 BC
right.
to 1 AD.
Okay.
So there's no 0 to denote like something in between there.
So
It
the
just
people
goes
who
from
came
1.
with 1 AD, they're idiots.
Okay.
So
mean,
we
I don't-
shouldn't have to. Because my only thing is, numerically
it's-
speaking, the numbers start at 0. That's how we count. We start at 0. So it's a number.
Okay.
0. So the idea that something would start at 1 is inaccurate to begin with.
Well, that's how it is though.
But
So,
what I'm saying is,
so you want to redo it?
I want to say to those people who said, "Oh, it's ridiculous," you're wrong and you're stupid, and stop.
Okay.
I want you to stop. That's not how we operate as a society.
Well, you had to change the whole look of it to do that. Then, are you gonna?
Yeah, how do I do it? How do I?
I
How
don't
do I
know
start
that
a
you
move?
can accomplish that. You have to add a 0 AD or a 0
Let's do your point.
because I don't know what the 0 would be. Then is it 0 AD, 0 BC, or is it nothing? Then
Right. At this point in time, our current calendar system pivots for years labeled, as Gardner pointed out, BC, to years labeled AD, in the year of the Lord. And it's an attempt to center the calendar around the birth of Jesus. There is your flaw.
so Jesus is the problem.
It's the answer.
Do you guys like my sketch idea I texted you last night?
What was?
I wanted to put Mary and God on Maury Povich,
Oh, you idiot.
and then God
Yeah, I saw
ends
that.
up being, "You are not the Father," and then we just go on from there and we find out who the Father is.
Joseph in the background.
I told you.
I told you. I heard wildin', girl. You out here wildin'.
Oh, God showed up. God didn't show up.
No God out here.
He's on Jupiter. He ain't here. I will say we had a suggestion sent in for moments of the decade, and that was funny you brought up San Diego because Big Mike said Travis missing Dave Denman's wedding was one of his favorites of the decade.
You missed the entire wedding?
I missed the entire
2012. The
wedding.
ceremony.
Why did you miss the ceremony?
I wasn't the only one.
That's the most Travis thing
And
ever
I
right
need
there,
Big
by the way.
Mike. I need Big Mike to chime in on this because people who were there before I arrived
No.
told me when it started. I was like, okay, you guys say it started at this time. It starts at this time.
So they told you the wrong
They
time?
told me the wrong time, and I was just going by what they told me.
Did you have an invitation?
I was somewhere in the mail. I wasn't worried about the invitation because I knew I was going. It's my boy Dave. I'm going to check my boy get married.
Uh-huh.
But I mean, and I also kind of blame Chris. Like Chris knew we weren't showing up. Like he didn't see us there. Like it wasn't just like, oh, Travis is being late, or Nathan is being late, or Mike is being late. He saw all three of us missing. So my question is to Chris, why weren't you concerned about our whereabouts before the ceremony started?
But I sent the text.
You sent the
I
text
sent
after the
text that even
fact.
got you. That even
After
got you
the
there.
fact, after you
No,
were literally walking down
Not
the
the
aisle.
guy.
Hey, walking down the aisle now. Hey, where are you guys?
No.
And at any point did you go, Dad, where are my homeboys? Maybe something happened to them. Maybe somebody tried to come get them.
It sounds like
these are
This
people
is-
I grew up
this
with
is bad.
Nathan.
This is bad.
I know Big Mike and his family. I know Trav. These are three important people in Chris's life. Not at any point did he go, man, my boy's doing all right. Y'all doing cool because I ain't heard from y'all. But now it's like, oh, you guys missed the wedding. And he's literally walking down the aisle. Hey, where you guys at?
It sounds like he just knows you very well. That's how I interpret this. That's why there's a lack of concern. He's like, oh, they got
the
the
story
wrong
has been
damn
told
time.
several times. I again would love for and first of all, let's also
Who,
be
all right,
clear.
well, if you're going to
I
throw people under the
apologize.
bus,
I apologize to my friend and his lovely wife for missing that. I was
who
deeply
told you the
heartbroken.
wrong time?
I'm not doing that. I'm not.
No,
I'm not
no,
about
do it.
throwing people under the bus.
You
no,
are most certainly about that. You
and-
just brought up other people's names
No,
while
I brought
telling
up other
this story.
people's name in that it wasn't like, oh, there goes Travis doing Travis stuff again. No, Travis was told a time and he got ready for that time.
Who told you the time,
It's
sir?
not a matter of who told me the time,
You
but
can't-
that
You can't
information.
divulge this?
Senator, we sell ads.
I'll
Right.
accept that.
I see.
I see.
Oh yeah. So I mean, you're more than willing to blame other people, but
I'm not
then
blaming
but then
anyone.
you're so cowardly to not
I'm look,
mention their names.
I take
This
responsibility.
moment of coward history brought to you by Travis Terrell.
By the way, I'm pretty brave for admitting that I am a coward.
There it is. There it is.
So do you understand the decade thing now?
I understand people's stupid reasoning behind
Okay.
it.
All right.
Yes, I understand. Yeah, I
That's
do
all
not.
you
Yeah,
have to
that's all. I
understand.
understand people's stupid
You
reasoning.
can
behind
disagree.
It.
That's fine.
Yeah, because-
Frankly, I don't care.
No,
I'm
I don't
just
either. I
whatever.
just it was annoying that.
But
people,
I understand the reasoning behind it. Because look, I'm the one who got drunk once at 34 Club, rest in peace, and decided I need to call the Channel 2 newsroom, the Fox 2 newsroom, and talk to Dave Murray because I was upset that it was 0 degrees, pluralized, and 1 degree.
That's pretty funny. That's the English language, though, right?
So, look, I understand your frustration, Travis. I also understand that some of these explanations they're just the way they are.
They sort of pointed out in the USA Today story, and I think you just said it. It's fucking nerds trying to tell us we're the ones that are wrong, and I'm just like, one, people don't care enough. Two, shut up, because that's not how we count.
It's just you're missing at the very beginning of this scale. Let's
Yeah.
say you're missing a very essential element to make how you would choose to view it necessary. That's the thing.
Right.
But we've kind of adjusted over time
Right.
to say, look, it's a 10-year period anyway. We can make it 10 years whatever we want.
Right.
So that's all right.
Because even when you were talking about yesterday, you're like 81 to 90, that was the 80s. No, it's not. It's like the 1990 is an 80.
Right.
So you can't say like
we can view it however we
Right,
choose to.
right.
It's a 10-year period.
Right.
So it's not a huge deal.
It's not. It is not.
That's all that's required is a 10-year period.
It reminds me of what's really freaking me
You and
out
your
about
outrage
society.
culture.
I know
And
it's
your
something that's freaking me.
cancel culture.
It's freaking me out because
You want to cancel AD, don't you?
I know no, not at all. I think Anthony Davis has done an amazing job for the Los Angeles Lakers this season. But no, I think it's one thing like we of course are now putting a lot of the content that we produce on YouTube, and I'm fascinated as to what gets views, what does it, how people build their subscriber base over time. So now I'm like semi-obsessed with this stuff, and so I'll find channels that are specifically dedicated to hating things. And they have hordes and hordes of followers and subscribers. And I know you're going to say, well, Travis, that's just society. And that's the point. Like, we got to get to the point where we got to stop just hating shit just to be doing it and thinking it's cute enough to just be.
Don't do that.
It's mildly frustrating. There's a channel called Everything Wrong With. Have you seen this?
No, but now
There's
I
this
will
film
take a look.
channel, Everything Wrong With, and what it does, it analyzes films, and I think it's created by the guys at Cinema Sins. And what they do, and so what they do, they go through the films, and they basically snarky commenters about what's wrong with that particular film, or this is out of place, or that's wrong, and that's not supposed to be this, and why is Paul Rudd here, and why is T'Challa there? Like, it's shit like that.
Paul Rudd and T'Challa are in the same movie?
They are technically. Yes, they are. But but to see it's like it's 1.5, 1.7, 2 billion views a video, and I'm just like, what?
I might enjoy that.
And it's like it used to be. I guess when they started, it used to be like 2, 3, 4 minute videos. Now they're like 20, 25 minute videos, and it's there's a whole metric behind it because as you and I are learning about this YouTube thing, the metrics and when you take a trending topic and you make a video surrounding a trending topic and the words that you use in the description and how they draw in potential viewers, the real science behind all of this, it looks like what they're doing is basically just using metrics to develop the content. So that's why it's been so popular. But it's literally them saying, this movie sucks because her hair she's got bangs. And then the next thing, she doesn't have bangs.
Is it period
Which is
appropriate?
it? Is it what?
Period appropriate to have bangs then? I mean, that's what I would ask.
That's a good question.
Maybe I should join that channel.
I think you're onto something.
But here's the funny thing now about this, and this is what YouTube does. So you have Everything Wrong With. So now you got a guy who created a channel that's called Everything Wrong With, everything wrong with.
Oh, that's nice. Does he have a lot of?
He does. He has 500,000 subscribers.
Getting a headache.
Exactly. You're just like, what? So yeah, we're just society. Somebody's always got the one with the snark.
See, if I were the people with everything wrong with, I would have developed the channel.
Everything wrong with, everything wrong with. Yes.
And pit them against one another.
And they're so bad. They're not even funny, and you're just so pissed watching it.
Well,
Because
then
there
stop
are
watching
creative
it.
there are creative ways, and there are channels on YouTube that go about creatively critiquing a film. But these guys are just so fucking mean spirited. It's so rude. So rude. I don't care for it. So fuck you guys who think the year starts with 1. Go to hell.
I mean, that's unnecessary. Because now you just turned into those people.
I did.
You're hating on something. they
Everything wrong
created.
with everybody else.
Everything wrong with Travis Terrell. Oh, I got a new channel.
Damn it.
That's how it goes.
Are you going to be able to handle that?
That'd be pretty dope. I'm kind of flattered.
You want to do some Make It Racist?
Let's do some Make It Races.
I'm addressing the white elephant in the room. I'm breaking down the barriers of race by assimilation.
I wouldn't mind to have black neighbors.
That is racist as hell.
It's raining little white women. My prayers have been answered.
Black women have the nicest asses.
That ain't the whitest thing a white man has ever whited in his life.
You do not have to say African American, just say black.
Oh, well, in that case, you know what word I miss? Colored.
Don't let the
Why is that
liberal
funny every
media
time?
tell you
Every time.
how to think and feel. If you have hate in your heart, let it out.
I'm racist as hell.
That's deserved.
A lot of people say that I go out of my way to make things racist.
Can they be accurate?
Maybe it's the racism that goes out of its way to affect me.
Oh. That's fair.
It is Make It Racist. Now, today, unfortunately, I'm not joined by Sam Lyons.
Yeah,
so
you don't have the.
I don't have.
You don't have a
my-
partner.
I
You
don't
got to
have
go
a partner.
solo.
That's what I was thinking. But, Gardner, considering that you have really stepped up lately,
No.
the fact that you are showing my community that you are in tune with what's going on, I'm requesting that you be my hype man.
So just kind of help you out.
That would be great.
Okay, I'm not. I don't know that it's my place to inject myself into making something racist.
Give it a shot.
No, no. 'Cause
Give
I,
it a shot.
I feel as that that could be a trap.
I'm not saying nothing's a trap, man. Just do what you.
If I feel that I can assist,
Okay,
I will.
okay.
But I'm not going to say, "Oh, I got this one, Travis."
Okay. Oh, okay.
I'm going to tell you what's
Okay.
racist.
Okay.
That's not my place.
Okay. That's fair.
Because that's me being woke.
Okay. Fair. Fair enough.
I was there. At least I got a head shake from him. I needed something from him.
Christmas cookies, there's no way you can make them racist.
Man, listen here. They already know we got problems with sugar. They already know what it does to our blood system. It turns it curdle. Have you ever tried to cut a black person and see? Have you seen them bleed? It comes out like blue cheese chunks.
I want to answer your question there real quick.
Go for
I
it.
have never tried to cut a black person.
Oh, okay.
Good to hear.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's because you care.
So.
Not like these damn Christmas cookies. Now, I enjoyed the delicious cookies that JPD made for your boy.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. It was very delicious. I certainly appreciate it. But she also knew what she was doing. Spiking my blood pressure during the holiday season. I guess she want me to be gift wrapped in a coffin. Christmas cookies? You racist as hell. That is racist as hell.
Gift wrapped in a coffin.
Gift
That's a
wrapped in a
little
coffin.
phrase.
That's pretty dark. I'm not even
Not
gonna
bad.
lie. Just that sentence alone.
Yeah.
That may be the darkest thing I've ever said on this show. Yikes.
Can I give you one?
Yes.
Security cameras.
Oh man, shoot. Like we're inside of a prison. You know who is disproportionately sent to prison? Blacks.
That's right.
So why not create a world when they are free
Mm-hmm.
with copious amounts of security cameras?
Go on.
They surveil our lives
You know it.
so they can come up with more systematic ways to oppress it.
That's been going
Driving
on
us
for years.
crazy
Mm-hmm.
so we commit crimes
Yep.
where we then go to jail where there's constant security surveillance.
It repeats. Full circle.
Cycle of racism, security cameras, you racist as hell. That is racist as hell.
Did I do that right?
You did, my friend. I'm very proud of you so far. You almost like Sam Lyons light.
Private jets, make it racist.
Now this is gonna kind of hit you like a hammer.
Oh no. But you know what? Maybe we need it.
That's very true.
Maybe we need to hear this. We need to hear the truth.
People talk about the lady Rosa Parks and how she had to sit in the back of the bus.
Mm-hmm.
They don't talk about her niece, Tamika Parks,
Tamika,
who was forced to sit in the back of a private jet.
educate us.
You see, back in the day, blacks used to be able to travel.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we invented private jets.
No, I didn't
We
know that.
invented the private jet. Because we couldn't fly commercial, so we had to create our own jets.
Oh.
Yes.
Was it a jazz musician?
Very likely.
Okay.
Fact of the matter is, for years,
Thelonious Monk, I believe.
Tamika would have to. Was it her name, Tamika?
Yeah, her name was Tamika.
Tamika Parks
Yeah, Tamika Parks.
had to sit in the back of private jets, and she said, "No more!" And they killed her for it.
What?
Yes.
I've never heard this story.
That's what I'm saying.
Goes unheard.
So she just said no more.
No more to sitting in the back of private jets.
And who killed her?
We don't know.
Still
a mystery.
unsolved?
Still unsolved.
It's like Tupac and Biggie.
Yes, it is. Private jets, you racist as hell. People don't know that. People don't know that.
That is
story about
racist as
Tamika
hell.
Parks.
Is she related to Cherokee Parks?
Yes, I think they dated.
Former Duke basketball player.
Yeah, Duke basketball, great.
Mm-hmm.
Would we have remembered him if his name wasn't Cherokee?
Probably
No,
not.
Not at all. Not at fucking all.
If
What
it
is
was
he?
if it was Ben Parks, it'd be like, yeah, he had a cup of coffee in the league.
Well, say with Trajan Langdon. I remember his name because his nickname was cool.
Damn.
The Alaskan
Alaskan
Assassin.
Assassin.
Can't beat that. That's the only reason why. Has anybody even seen him lately?
That was back before I realized the difference between like pro and college. I'm like, well, Trajan Langdon's about to be the next Hall of Fame basketball player. He didn't do shit in the pro.
Not only that, that's when I realized, like, man, Coach K's got to be the greatest college coach ever because if he's picking the best basketball players in Alaska, no one stands a chance. He got the like. I didn't even know they play basketball in Alaska. But here is Coach K recruiting the best basketball player out of that state. Coach K, you racist as hell.
Oh.
That came out of nowhere. That probably was unnecessary.
That is racist as hell.
He has helped numerous African Americans. He has been a friend of the community. I don't know why I said that.
Okay. You know, Mario Chalmers was born in Alaska.
Was he now?
Yeah.
That explains a lot. Oh, that explains a lot.
Trajan Langdon, current GM of the Pelicans.
No, he's not.
American basketball executive and former professional player. He is the current general manager of the New Orleans Pelicans
he?
of the NBA.
I did not know that.
How about that? So he went on to.
Use that Duke education.
That's one thing you do get. Chris is right. Trajan Langdon is the official GM of the Pelicans. I did not realize that.
Official.
Right.
Like
That's what I was
Oh, the reason why, because David Griffin is the president of basketball. Because I was trying to think about, they just recently brought in David Griffin, and of course he was fortunate enough to be the guy to be able to draft Zion Williamson. David Griffin also used to be the GM and president of basketball operations for the Cleveland Cavaliers. So I didn't realize, but it's a Mozeliak Gersh situation. That's why I didn't know that Trajan Langdon was the GM because he's GM. Mind you, I'm sure he does a lot for the organization, but I feel like in Gersh name only that it's David Griffin who ultimately makes all the personnel decisions.
Of the same time frame, Miles Simon, remember? Arizona?
I do, yes.
Simon Says championship.
That's right. Currently an assistant coach of the Lakers.
Oh yeah, I did know that. I didn't know Miles Simon was the assistant coach of the
Miles
Lakers.
Simon was at 96 or 97 they won the title. It was 97.
Yeah.
I think that's
Arizona. I saw that Arizona team play in Memphis that year.
Unbelievable. I'm
Because
sure.
I saw, my dad took my friend Anthony and I down to watch Kansas play in the first and second round. That was when College of Charleston was in the tournament.
Oh wow. I will say this about Duke, and that's one thing Coach K preaches a lot. Duke will take care of you. Like I can see why he can go into a living room and say, "Hey, even if you don't become an NBA superstar, you're going to be taken care of. Like you're going to have work." And that's, I mean, if you could walk into any kid's living room and tell that to them and their parents that no matter what happens with your basketball career, you're going to be fine. It's kind of hard to say no to going to Duke, especially when you got Trajan Langdon, who's the GM of the Pelicans. I didn't know it. That's crazy. Information, you racist as hell.
Oh,
Thank
God.
you. Right.
Not telling me
That
shit
is
I should
racist as
know.
hell.
Thank you. And, yeah.
Weekends make it racist.
People don't realize that that was the name that was given to slaves during the Civil War. Weekends, a lot of weekends.
I don't think so.
Because everybody's working for the weekend. You're working to get slaves. So, weekends naturally, 3 days long, they're short, not enjoyable.
Well, this is a year start conundrum. Weekends are 2 days long, I thought.
I think doesn't the weekend start technically on Friday?
I guess Friday night. I'm just working for the weekend. you
Ah,
know?
see what I'm saying? Like a
Yeah.
slave owner. Chris Denman and weekends racist as hell.
I'm done with
Oh, why
this.
didn't it happen? Oh, hold on.
Okay.
Let me get it right.
That is racist as hell.
You
Left turn lanes from Steve
you've
Des
had
Moines.
you've had a little issue here with when does the weekend start? When does a decade start? Like you don't know when anything starts.
Be honest with you. I don't.
You don't know when this show starts, obviously. I mean, start times. That's where your real issue is.
That's a good point.
What about left turn lane? Steve in Des Moines.
Left turn, left. They want blacks to support the left. Therefore, get into the mindset that we rely on one party to save us. Left turns also very illegal in St. Louis. People who generally get pulled over for left turns, blacks. Blacks end up in jail. They end up voting Democrat. Left turns, you're racist as hell.
That is racist as hell.
You turn into Candace Owens? What the hell is that?
Shoot, anything to get more subscribers to our show. If I have to go, hey, if I got to go black conservative, Daddy will tap into it in 2020.
Please do.
During the election year, too? Woo,
Please do.
doctor.
That might be
Okay, now,
entertaining.
here's the thing. If I do go conservative black for the show,
You have to wear a MAGA hat.
you
though.
got to go Rachel Maddow liberal for the show. I ain't going to be out here on my own, player. If I'm going black conservative, you got to be uber Obama liberal.
I can't. Well, he's kind
Wait,
of.
Rachel Maddow? You want me to be?
I want you to.
We both fuck chicks.
Okay, you know what? Just
I
for
can't
that.
do-
You know what? Just
halfway-
for that.
I'm halfway
Just for
there.
that. You know what? Eat some bag of dicks.
Okay.
Yeah. Did you get more glitter on the
I
fucking
probably
table?
did. I'm not
Oh,
gonna
it's
lie. I
everywhere.
definitely
God
did.
damn it,
I'm sorry.
Travis.
I tried. I apologize. I didn't try. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't bring the box in here to begin with. And whoever set me up, you're racist as hell.
Getting all over me.
That is racist as hell.
Getting those dicks all over you now.
Uh-huh.
Have a dick.
Try one, Travis.
I'm not trying to dick.
Just eat the damn thing.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, God. We're throwing dicks in the studio.
He caught
and he
it.
caught it. Yeah, damn
There
right
you
you
go.
bet he caught
right
it.
Here, right here.
I ain't throwing it. Ah!
Cheers, Gardner.
Oh God, no! Oh no! Oh, you got oh
Smaller than it felt.
oh
You got. See what you got to do.
oh God!
gotta hang out a
Oh
second,
God!
and then-
Oh God!
And then Travis, watch.
Oh my!
Travis, this is how you eat it. And then.
Ah.
Okay. Get a little
Oh.
peek into Gardner's apartment.
Ooh.
All gone.
So disgusting.
Thanks,
Let
Secret
it sit on the
Santa.
tongue for a moment.
Thanks, Secret Santa.
Is that regular racist? Are we done?
Thanks, secrets.
Let's make it racist.
Thanks, secrets. They're good, aren't they? Go ahead and say it. I want a
can't have
camera
just one.
shot. I want a camera look. So, Chris, I'm going to ask you a question, and I need you to answer honestly. Chris, are you enjoying those dicks?
I just pictured you.
Aww.
There it is. Cheers.
Not bad, actually.
When you got two at a time, I guess so.
It reminds you of middle school PE.
Oh, guys.
What?
Look at all this sugar in here.
What do you have going on this weekend, Travis?
I have a graduation. My brother is graduating from college. My older brother went back to school.
Vocal Institute.
Harris Stowe.
Nice.
And my brother has actually become quite the videographer here in St. Louis.
I've seen some of his work. It looks good.
Yeah, my brother is really he's doing the damn thing. He's doing multiple projects with a lot of people we know around the town. This son of a bitch comes up to me talking about, hey, what you know about Shock City? I'm like, excuse me? You start name dropping my boy Sam Maul over there. No, so he's doing a lot of work with a lot of very talented people. He does a lot of the videos for many of the students who announce the schools they're attending.
Oh! I caught him dick in my mouth.
That is going to be finally something.
My God, we've done it.
We finally got content that we can absolutely share
Oh
with the
my
rest of the world.
God!
What are we, 10 feet from each other?
I am so talented.
We got
But you're not going to give the arch of that
That was a
toss.
hell of a
the-
toss.
I was about to tell you.
Yeah,
Thank
that was
you.
good. That was solid.
Thank you for the soft
That
touch.
was good. Okay, I think we know our video.
Tossing
for
the
the
gummy
week.
dick into my
Man,
mouth.
you gotta. So that's going on the
It's
Twitter,
a Friday
the
miracle,
YouTubes,
everybody.
the Instas. That's
I'll be
pretty
honest,
solid.
we've got 2 more interviews to do. We're cutting it right there.
what do we
That's
do?
what we do.
We're
Yeah,
gonna have to
you
end
know
the
that.
show.
We can't end on
that,
better
yeah.
note than that. That's
Uh,
it.
I don't
We
know
do-
what you were saying. Well, I hope you have a good weekend. Congrats to your brother. He's
Thank
doing
you.
great work.
Thank you.
Yeah, we
Shout
end on
out
that
to
note.
him.
Yeah.
I might let this shit in my mouth forever now.
Oh Jesus.
We've got 2 more interviews. It's not over yet, people. Keep it here. We've got Matt Eisman.
God.
He's at Funny Bone all weekend long. We've got Matt Broniger. He's at, I can't talk. It's just overcome by, not overcome. Matt Eisman is at Funny Bone. Matt Broniger is at Helium all weekend long. Thanks to Gastropit and Sophie's for having us last night. 2 fun comedy shows. And big shout out to Monitor, the pup from Young Professionals Gateway Pet Guardians. Hopefully find him a home just like we did Boo last week, too. So big thanks to everybody for tuning in. Stick around. We've got 2 more interviews left today. Thanks.
Peace.
I can't believe that happened.
Just.